Fear. It's one of the oldest emotions we know, ancient, primal, powerful. It keeps us safe, but it can also keep us small. How many dreams have died in silence because someone was afraid to try? How many words have been buried in hearts that feared being misunderstood? How many lives have been half-lived, not because people lacked talent, but because they let fear decide for them? Fear is natural, it's human. But courage is a choice. And if you want to live freely, you have to make that choice again and again every single day. Let us be clear. Letting go of fear doesn't mean you'll never feel it. It means you stop letting it drive. It means you sit fear in the passenger seat and say, you can come along, but you don't get to steer anymore. Because courage is not the absence of fear, it's the decision to move despite it. When fear whispers, what if you fail? Answer, then I'll learn. When it says, what if they laugh? Answer, then I'll rise anyway. When it screams, you're not ready. Answer, no one ever is, and I'm starting anyway. That's how courage is born. Not in moments of confidence, but in moments of decision. The first step to letting go of fear is understanding it. Fear is a signal, not a sentence. It shows up to protect you, but it doesn't always tell the truth. When you're about to take a risk, your brain screams danger, not because you're in real threat, but because you're stepping into the unknown. And the unknown is where growth lives. If you wait for fear to disappear before you act, you'll be waiting for the rest of your life. So instead of trying to erase it, learn to walk with it. The second step is naming your fear. Write it down. Speak it out loud. Because once you name it, it loses its power. Fear thrives in silence. But in the light of awareness, it starts to fade. Ask yourself, what exactly am I afraid of? Failure? Judgment? Rejection? Disappointment? And then ask, what's the worst that could really happen, and could I survive that? Most of the time, the answer is yes. You've survived worse before. And that reminder breaks fear's illusion of control. The third step is taking small acts of courage daily. Courage isn't built in grand moments. It's built in quiet ones. Every time you speak your truth, you grow braver. Every time you step outside your comfort zone, even just a little, you expand your strength. Courage compounds. It grows each time you use it. The fourth step is believing in your resilience. You will fall. You will fail. You will feel fear again. But none of those moments define you. What defines you is the decision to rise anyway. Because bravery isn't about never trembling. It's about trembling and walking forward with tears in your eyes and faith in your heart. And finally, the most powerful way to let go of fear is to replace it with love. Love for your purpose. Love for the people you can help. Love for the person you're becoming. Fear shrinks when love expands. You can't hold both tightly. One always releases the other. When you act from fear, you protect what's small. When you act from love, you create what's infinite. So next time fear shows up, and it will, don't fight it. Feel it. Thank it. And then move anyway. Say to yourself, I am scared. And I'm doing it anyway. Because the world doesn't need more perfection. It needs more people who are brave enough to be real. And one day, you'll look back and realize that every great thing in your life, every breakthrough, every success, every transformation, happened right after you said, I'm afraid, but I'll try. That's where courage lives. Right there, in the space between fear and faith. So let go of the need to be fearless. Be brave instead. Be open. Be bold. Be alive. Because courage isn't something you find, it's something you choose. If this message touched your heart, share it with someone who needs to hear it today. And if you enjoyed this video, subscribe to the channel. Leave your like, comment what you liked the most, and share it with someone who also needs to hear these words.